first reports of a hijacking took place at approximately 8:15. 30 minutes later, the first tower was hit. 45 minutes later, the second tower was hit. The media began reporting that possibly as many as 8 planes were unaccounted for and possibly hijacked. Approximately 65 minutes later, Vice President Dick Cheney was moved to an underground bunker as members of the Secret Service reported that a plane was the Air Force scrambled jets 67 times in response to relatively minor anomalies, including deviated flight plans, loss of radio contact, loss of transponder signal, or unruly passengers. It is standard protocol for NORAD to scramble jets given these scenarios. Yet on 9/11, standard protocol was not followed. And then there is this report from the New York Times. Official describing the report as a quality assurance manager. That manager crushed the cassette in his hand, shredded the tape, and dropped the pieces into different trash cans around the building. Now that's not too suspicious, is it? And in a bizarre so-called coincidence on the morning of September 11th, the CIA was running an alleged simulation to explore the emergency response issues that would be created if a plane were to strike a building.
Cheney took over NORAD that day.
The Defense Department. The section of the Pentagon that was struck was the only section of the Pentagon that had been renovated and was able to withstand more of an impact. What luck! The plane happened to hit the section of the Pentagon that had just been reinforced and evacuated. The renovation program included the following improvements to the building. Exterior walls had been reinforced with steel, exterior walls backed with Kevlar, and blast-resistant windows had been installed.
He didn't. She's a liar too.
I anticipated the breach of the levees.
Here's your liar too.
The Federal Aviation Administration records show Hanjour, the pilot, alleged to have hit the Pentagon, obtained a commercial pilot's license in April 1999.
There was no plane at the Pentagon.
How he did so remains a lingering question that FAA officials refuse to discuss. Air traffic controllers watching the plane that struck the Pentagon remarked, the speed, the maneuverability, circled 270 degrees to the right to approach the Pentagon from the west and struck the one renovated, reinforced, and evacuated section of the Pentagon. According to the Washington Post, aviation sources said that the plane was flown with extraordinary skill, making it highly likely that a trained pilot was at the helm. Yet, according to Hanjour's flight instructors, they found he had trouble controlling and landing the single-engine Cessna 172. Meacher. It is clear the U.S. authorities did little or nothing to preempt the events of 9/11. It is
Nothing.
known that at least 11 countries provided advance warning to the U.S. of the 9/11 attacks. It is not surprising that some have seen the U.S. failure to avert the 9/11 attacks as creating an invaluable pretext for attacking Afghanistan in a war that was clearly already planned in advance.
That's true.
Paul Heller. Andreas von Bülow, former German intelligence minister. Pearl Harbor was not a surprise to the American government, only to the American people, and 9/11 is just another Pearl Harbor. War was prepared long before the terror acts of 9/11. Getting to the bottom of this crime begins with questioning the official theory. Dr. Robert Bowman